Good evening, students. In this particular video lecture of mine, we would like to focus more, and the discussion will be pertained to the nature of the significatory function, which I was discussing in my last video lecture with all of you. And remember that significatory function is also called as vritti, and now this is necessary aspect of the padagyanam to understand the entire nature of the verbal knowledge of Vishwanath Bhatt as his contribution towards the philosophy of language. And now here be very careful, and there are a lot of things that you need to focus. First of all, let me go ahead and discuss with you as to what is his understanding and how he interprets the entire discussion pertaining to the nature of significatory function. So here you will see that significatory function, which is also called as vritti, has been classified into two parts. First and foremost is the denotative function, which he calls it as Shakti. Remember this very clearly. Shakti is nothing but the denotative function of the word itself. And secondly, he even gives a lot of importance to implication, which is nothing but lakshana. Okay, in Indian philosophical text of Nyaya Siddhanta Muktavali. So the positions have to be very clearly understood in the significatory function. First, the denotative function of Shakti is the main one. Second position has been taken or given to implication, which is nothing but the lakshana. So both of them together form the relations. If you remember the logical, there were 5 relations that we were talking about. Now here they are coming up with that particular scheme of the relations also, and these relations are pertaining to words on one hand, and on the other side their meaning. So you can see how syntax and semantics have been combined together in the entire conceptual framework of Vishwanath Bhatt in his nature of significatory function, which is called as the vritti. So here that was number 1. Number 2, you will have to understand that why is he giving denotative function number 1 position, what is the priority, and why is he calling it as Shakti. Shakti, remember, can also be understood in English as power. So why is he giving so much importance to power for the denotative function? Okay, so that is the question that it should be raised out. Secondly, when he's talking about lakshana, that is implication, now for you, number 1, you will have to understand what exactly does he mean by lakshana, number 1. Number 2, how is this implication different from the concept of the implications which has been discussed in the Western philosophical discussions. Let it be I would say Frege or Russell or Austin. All 3 of them have been discussing this particular concept in them there also. Last but not the least, you also have learned what is the meaning of implication in logic, right, through conditionals also and via biconditionals, where it is 2 implications taking place. So you will have to understand all these things together when you are focusing on the word implication out here. Okay, so I have given you the real understanding and how to understand number 1. Number 2, once we have understood what is implication, you will have to proceed further and see how what are the distinguishing features of the implication which has been discussed by Vishwanath Bhatt in his work, and number 1. Number 2, how it is different from Frege, Russell and Austin's also side by side. So if you are able to do these things, it's a wonderful exercise for you. Number 1. Number 2, denotative. Here Vishwanath Bhatt discusses in the form of the denotative function. However, Russell is talking about denoting minds in his work, and you will have to understand how he is discussing the concept of denotation in his own work. Number 2. Number 3, when you come to Frege does not talk about or discusses in terms of denotation. However, he is introducing the word reference, referendum, referee. So all the 3 are there. When you come down to Austin also talks about denotations, however in a very different perspective altogether through the word references also. So you will have to see how these things are interrelated with each other and how they are different from one another also. So I'm going to stop here, and we have understood the nature of the vritti. Number one, it's a important function which is called as the vritti for individual. Remember, this is taking place in individual. Each individual has a different significatory function. Whether there is going to be a universal one also or not, we will have to check it out later on. However, he mark it out that yes, he is talking at the individual level. Then there are denotative functions, which is the Shakti, which is present in each one of us, and then implication via the discussion on Lakshana. He gives the first position to denotative function and second position to implication. Both of them together form the relations for the word, which is words and the meaning. So this is how they are going to give the discussion and give the importance to significatory function. So let me stop here, and in my next video lecture we will talk more about the denotative function, that is Shakti, and understand whether there is just one kind of Shakti or different kinds of Shaktis are present when he's talking about the denotative functions. Till then, thank you and take care.